Hey everyone, my name's Jeff. I am a Xennial, and I hope you're ready for a Pac-Attack today because we're going to be playing some Pac-Man arcade games. That's right. Oh, and I got my fit ready to go, my Pac-Man shirt on. Um, yeah, so as you may know here on the channel, I like to look at old cartoons. I like to look at movies. I like to look at toys. I like to look at retro nonsense. And coming up on the channel, we're going to be watching some of the Pac-Man cartoon from, I think it was 1983. In advance of that, I just wanted to get my feet wet with some of the classic games that would have been on deck, available, inspiration for the show itself. And when we look at this, we can think about sort of the context of story, what may have been pulled from these games to put into the show itself. When we talk about that, this video, I'm not going to be watching the show. We're not doing a reaction to the show. We're just going to be quickly playing a couple of Pac-Man games. And please note, this is non-comprehensive. I'm not intending to give you a bunch of story. I'm not even planning on giving you a bunch of like the, background on the cartoon, because we're not talking about that yet. We're just talking about the game. But I'm not a historian or an expert. There is a ton of information about Pac-Man out there. There are multiple documentaries. It's been featured in every freaking video game history ever, because Pac-Man is, of course, iconic. Really, I think, largely considered the first true video game mascot. The arcade cabinet came out in 1980 and was a massive, massive success. I mean, beyond Pong, Pac-Man was like the first huge video game hit. Pac-Mania was a thing. Before the video game Pac-Mania. Pac-Mania was what they just called it when, people went Pac-Man crazy. People had the Pac-Man Fever, as they say in the song. 'Cause I got Pac-Man Fever. Pac-Man Fever. It's driving me crazy. Driving me crazy. I got Pac-Man Fever. Pac-Man Fever. I'm going out of my mind. Going out of my mind. But it was a really big deal, and I don't think people, like, I grew up with arcades at the least, so like I know the experience of being in a busy arcade, certainly, and what that's like. Like, there's an energy to that. I know nowadays, obviously, people don't get that. But, Pac-Man was before my time. I'm not that old. However, I've certainly played my share of Pac-Man. I will say that what I want to just do today is take a look at a few of the early games, because this is sort of a build-up in context for the cartoon, which came out in 83. So we had Pac-Man, we had Miss Pac-Man. By pretty much everyone's account, Miss Pac-Man is the better game. We had a few oddballs like Mr. and Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man and Baby Pac-Man, which were both hybrid pinball video games. Not really a concept that lasted that long, but there were a few of those oddities. There's Super Pac-Man, and then an oddity of Junior Pac-Man, which I don't think is going to have anything to do with the show. But let's have a look at some of these games right now. So Pac-Man has the Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man and all of the Pac-Man family of games. Obviously, Pac-Man has been a existing super successful franchise, mascot, but also the franchise of games and media properties, especially licensed properties like toys and, plushies and, your pajamas and bed sheets or what have you, for over 40 years. I think I read on Wikipedia it's made, what was it? It was over 48 million copies across all platforms of various Pac-Man games have sold. And oh my God, $14 billion. I think most of us will have encountered Pac-Man at some point. I certainly have. And you can play it all over the place. Like, maybe, I don't know this, but I would suggest that perhaps other than Doom, Pac-Man may be available on more sort of systems and in more capacities than than anything else. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. But Pac-Man is available on a lot of platforms and in a lot of places. In fact, I would say classically it is. Although the Atari 2600 version of it is, famously kind of terrible. I think that it was a real system seller, alongside Pong and Missile Command and some of the OG like classic arcade to home console ports. But one of the first big games to make the transition into the people's homes and to varying degrees of success. Okay, to start with, let's take a look on freepacman.org. This is just a great place to play Pac-Man for free. So let's see how we do here. I guess I should probably WSAD. What am I doing here? Oh, I should use the arrow keys probably. This is an interesting version. This is a version of the arcade game. Pretty clean. I don't love the arrow in front of Mr. Pac-Man himself, but I get why. Whoa. A little choppy there. I'm trying to record as well, so. Of course, every level of the maze has a fruit associated with it. Ugh. That did not, on my side, it looked very choppy, so it was kind of hard to read what was happening there. That was bad. But you get the idea. It's a maze game, and your goal is to pick up all the pellets on each part of the maze. If you can finish a couple of boards, as they call them, you get an intermission, a cutscene, essentially, right? And those are sort of the start of the storyline, if you will. But that said, this game is not like story heavy. I think most video games really didn't have stories back in the day, you know? Can I get this guy before he gets me? Yes, let's go. Oh, beautiful. That's game over. Hold on. Let me lock in. Let me get my headphones on. Let me listen to the audio here, and let's lock into this one more time. Okay. Okay. But the thing to think about, right, is like if you were tasked with making this into a storyline, what would you do? Oh, come on. I can't. I don't know if you guys were seeing that, but it was playing pretty choppy for me. All right. That's level 1. If you can get through, there's cherry, then the next level is sort of strawberry, and then I think orange. Then you get the first of the cutscenes. Let's see if at least we can get to there on this. Or we could try a different version of the game. Okay, that one was my fault. What is happening here? Come on, guys. Wah, 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 wah. and we go again. If this look chops up again, we'll try a different interface to play. Like I said, if you just look around like play Pac-Man online, there are lots of places to play it. If you are for some reason unfamiliar with the game of Pac-Man, obviously, like I said, you clear all the pellets on the board. You can take these shortcuts. And there we go. We finished the first board without losing a life. You can take these shortcuts to the left and right. And when you pick up the giant power pellet, you can eat the ghosts. They turn blue and you can eat them. But it only lasts a limited time, as you can see. Oh, man. Wah, wah, wah. I think part of the key with playing a good game, and I'm obviously no expert here, as someone who is currently dying on this game, is to, but one of the key things to do is to not get caught up on always eating the ghost, you know? Like, I'm not good enough to do that. I've got to just focus on trying to clear the maze. But I will say that I know that in the show that we're going to watch, in the cartoon show, you know, eating the power pellets is a big part of the show. And, oh, I almost made it there. It's okay. I think we're good. Whoa, dude. A little unresponsive. Game over, no! We were about to get there. We're gonna try it again. The things that I want to look for here are like, how would you translate this maze like this? There's no story here, right? How would you translate this to a story? Like if someone tasked you with doing that, like what would you do? I would think that you would want to, like, tonally at least, like, okay, well, I need some chase scenes. You'd know that, right? Like, the chase is a big part of the show, right? Both Mario chasing both the ghost chasing Mario or Mario shows you where my mind is at, right? Both the ghost chasing Pac-Man and Pac-Man chasing the ghosts. Do the fruit come into play? Like, are they part of the ongoing story? I can't. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do when it's like that? Woo! Baby, yeah. Moving on to board 3. Dude, did you see that? Come on, he killed me as he turned blue. That doesn't seem very fair. Dang. Come on. I can't even. What is happening here? What am I going to do? Is that game over? Game over. Okay. Okay. I think that version of Pac-Man has served me well enough. Let's try something else here. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, here we are back. This is the Atari 7800 Pac-Man collection. And again, I'm just streaming this on a website. I'll put the links to where you guys can play these games down below, but like literally you can just Google it and it'll show up. I will note also that I'm going to put at least 1 or 2 links to some Pac-Man documentaries that you guys can watch if you are so interested in learning more. Let's see how this does. Oh, look at this version. Much slower, right? And not quite as clean. I think that the one we were playing before was much more of the arcade cabinet style, right? But like I said, Pac-Man has been made and remade many, many times. many, especially the original, because it was so successful, right? Yeah, nothing I could do there. I always find that those 2 lines of pellets right above the area where the ghosts are is the hardest to get. So I always try and focus on making sure I get those, you know? All right. It's like much more, squished than the arcade cabinet would be. Still, this is probably a good example of like a home console version of Pac-Man, you know? And this is for the Atari, so, whoops, I meant to go up there. This is for the Atari 7800. I mean, this is emulated, obviously, right? But let's try again. I want to see if we can get past board 3. That's my goal here, but we'll see. I'm not going to spend too long on this. Did you know that if you go in a travel on a line that's already been taken, you go faster? I know that maybe sounds kind of like stupid and elementary, but like it's true. Oh man, how did I survive that? Okay. That was just the cherry board. Okay, so let's see. There's this, rumor I heard. Like, I've got the hot Pac-Man gossip for you today. Oh, boo. Boo. There's a rumor I heard that if you stand right here in the classic game, that the ghosts won't get you. I mean, come on, get real. How? But how? Too slow. Too slow for me. Oh, here's the first cutscene. The red ghost is chasing you. Did they have names at this point? I think they did. Oh, man. Interesting. So is that an apple now? So maybe in this version they slightly tweaked it, right? Or is that just supposed to be an orange and it's just like a bad sprite work? Alright. What? What? How is this working? Alright. I mean, I was really pushing my luck with that one, I would say. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna see if we can finish this board off. I'm not convinced, but boo. Maybe if I can get this power pellet, the big one. Yep. Woo! Guys, do you see how good I'm getting at this game? It's and it's really just like, you know, up, down, left, right. There are something like 256 screens on this, on the original arcade game, and then you would get to a kill screen where the game couldn't process anymore. All right, that seems fair. Do I still have another life? I do, don't I? Wow. All right, let's take this big one, and then we can make our way to the other corner of the board. Oh, he does it just in time. Wow, am I gonna get the second cutscene? Maybe. No, I guess not. Ooh. What happened? It just cut out. All right. I think that is enough Pac-Man for right now. However, what I'd like to do now is I think we should check out the rest of the cutscenes so that we can determine what story there is in the original Pac-Man game. Okay, here we go. Act 1. So, interestingly, giant Pac-Man. Hold on, one second. So this giant Pac-Man is a mechanic that comes into the actual gameplay in future games, and I know for a fact that this is like a giant version of Pac-Man is a story element. It's like a mechanic that's used in the cartoon that we're gonna watch. Because in the cartoon, the power pellets are like, it's like spinach to Popeye, you know, which sort of makes sense. Pac-Man Act 2. Oh. Oh no. But interestingly, like, the ghost just ripped his ghost costume or whatever. What was that underneath? It was like pinky, sort of white. I don't know. Was it supposed to be like he's a thing wearing a ghost costume, or why underneath was there anything? You know, I would think that you would just tear it and it would just be torn. But the internet tells me that this is one of the first instances of like sort of storytelling being added into an arcade game like this. I don't know. You gotta be creative with this. Is that a mouse? Okay, hold on. I just want to watch that last one more time here. Act 2. Act 3. So the ghost is chasing him with his... Oh, it's been sewn up. That's what it is. And then... What? I don't understand what that is. Does anyone know what I'm looking at here? I'm like, I thought it was a mouse. Is that... Oh, maybe... Is that supposed to be the ghost? Like... He's got the red trailing behind him, so like maybe that's the rest of his costume. Maybe the eyeballs and the. Am I going crazy? What am I looking at here? Okay, well, great. That's it for the cutscenes of Pac-Man. Let's move on and talk about Miss Pac-Man. Okay, so as I mentioned before, non-comprehensive. There are lots of experts on Pac-Man and Pac-Man history and Pac-Man lore on the internet. Please go and watch one of the documentaries that I'm linking below. But the very short, Cliff Notes version of, or Spark Notes version of what I understand to be the history here is that there was Pac-Man came out. It was a huge hit, but there were some problems with it. And then some MIT guys got an enhancement kit and sort of modded up their own version of it. And through a series of unexpected events, this sort of modded version, something called, maybe they might have been called the Crazy Auto Team or something like that. This modded version of Pac-Man, which improved on the original Pac-Man in a lot of very distinct and important specific ways, was brought in to become the official revised version of Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man. So it improves on the gameplay of the original Pac-Man in a few key ways. One, I think that's probably most important, is that the ghosts aren't deterministic. Like the AI is a lot smarter for the ghosts, so they don't just follow set patterns, and they're you can't hide from them as easily, right? The fruit is moving around in the maze. It's not just in that one set spot. And I think probably importantly to me is that there are 4 different maze varieties, whereas in the original Pac-Man it was just the same maze. Different colors were applied to it for various levels, but like it was just the same maze. There are 4 different mazes now in Ms. Pac-Man, and she's got a bow. So there's that. But for what we will be talking about in my next video, where we're talking about the cartoon, Ms. Pac-Man, of course, is an integral part of the story of Pac-Man, right? Notably here, she's never given a name, even though there is some like limited storyline, which we'll talk about when we watch the cutscenes. However, in the cartoon, she was given the name of Pepper, to spice things up a little bit. Let's take a look at Ms. Pac-Man, though. By most accounts, a superior game to the original Pac-Man. Okay, so I think we're gonna check this one out on this is on pacman.live. Like I said, there are a gajillion websites. Just look up Play Pac-Man if you want to play Pac-Man, and we'll try this one. We'll see how this one works. I have not tried this one. Okay, let's give this a try. Looks pretty good. All right, let's see. Sorry, I gotta pay attention here. Notice we've got 2. Oh no! Okay, I can't play it like this. I mean, I can. Obviously, I'm just that good. But... Well, I want to catch that fruit. All right. Whew. Yeah, disregard the advertisements that show up there. It looks a lot better, right? Doesn't it? Come to me, my strawberry. Ah! All right, we got it. Oh, the cutscene. Here we go. They're being chased. Oh no! Until, oh, they meet and fall in love. Here we go. Look at this. See, look at this maze design. This is cool, huh? It's like immediately a more enjoyable game. I gotta be completely honest. Oh! How am I alive? Yeah. Looks like the ghost can kind of outrun you. I don't know. I mean, I guess I should have gone back, yeah. All right. All right, all right. Focus. Whoa. Come on, dude. That's not cool. I still finished the level, even though I couldn't see the board. Thank you. Thank you. I'm that good. So another round of this maze. See, I want that pretzel. I'm hungry. In the words of Roman Pierce, we hungry. All right, I can't believe I made it out of that one. Surrounded on all sides. That's kind of how this game seems to go usually, for me at least. Weak. Man, that's a good game. Let's play one more time. I think what I was doing was I was pushing the keys too hard. I just got to push them a little lighter, and then the screen won't move on me. Yeah. Just take it casual, man. So do you think in the cartoon we're going to get, like, mazes? I would think that you would need them, right? Like, that's kind of part of the DNA of this game. Here's a question. In the original game, did the ghosts go through the shortcuts? I'm not sure they did. Maybe they did. But you can see how this is a pretty addicting game, huh? I mean, the question is, do you focus on power pellets or do you just focus on ghosts, you know? I feel like you have to focus on the pellets, right? Oh, dang. I should have got that. I should have got that. Yeah. Yup. That's how it's done. Oh my. Alright. Can we get the orange level? Oh, I wanted that orange. I like that spin around death animation. Do you think that when do you think that in the cartoon we're gonna ever get Pac-Man dying? Whoop, shoot. I hope we do, because his death is also kind of a big part of the games, right? Oh, weak. All right, I think that's game over. Boom. And then in the original, where he just goes, right? That's kind of cool. All right. Well, that's Miss Pac-Man. Let's take a look at some of the other versions of Pac-Man that I think are probably going to inform the cartoon from 1983. Oh, you know what? Actually, before we move on, let's take a quick look at the cutscenes from Ms. Pac-Man, which I had forgotten to play. So we saw the first one, right? The Act 1 cutscene. Cute. Da-da-da-da-da-da. This is the story of Ms. Pac-Man. They meet and fall in love. The chase. Ms. Pac-Man's chasing him. He's chasing her. Oh, these two lovebirds. So they're chasing each other. Maybe it's just fun and games. I mean, that's what they do. They just chase. And then what does the chase lead to? Babies. As we all know. Look, it's Baby Pac. That's so cute. Let's go to that actually. I want to see that one more time. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Here it is. So the stork brings Baby Pac-Man, right? Junior. Oh, look at the little baby Pac-Man. So the lore of the games, such that it is a little convoluted in terms of like, they did make a Baby Pac-Man or Baby Pac game. But I think that more of the storyline continues in Junior Pac-Man. However, I don't think that informed the cartoon at all, because I believe that in season 2 of the cartoon they introduce Pac-Man Jr. and he's like Pac-Man's cousin. We'll talk about that when we get to it. It doesn't really matter. The Pac-Man Jr. arcade game, I don't think has anything to do with the like this from a story perspective with what happens in the Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Okay, guys, here we are with Baby Pac-Man, 1982. Before he could grow up and be Junior, he was a baby. This is one of those weird ones that just like the Mr. and Ms. Pac-Man that is half arcade, half pinball is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's do it. A. So this is the arcade portion of it. And I gotta say, honestly, it looks terrible. But it moves very fast. And then what you see these transitions down here? Yup. There we are. We're in the arcade. This is the equivalent of the, this is a video version of it, obviously. Oops. That's the pinball. But I think that's like a real pinball. Jeez Louise. So I guess to clear the board, you'd need to do... I mean, what am I going to do? I guess to clear the board, you'd need to get all the pellets, I assume. Do you need to do anything in here? Oops. Oh, I think I just restarted the game. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Let's go down, right down in here. There we are. Oh. I promise I'm not bad at pinball, but what's crazy is this... It's the Z and X buttons that control the pinball flippers, and they're reversed. So like the Z button, which is on the left, controls the right flipper, and then the other way around, obviously, right? And then the one on the left controls the right one, the one on the right controls the left one. It makes no sense at all. It's like crazy town banana world that we're living in here. And as you'll notice, the pinball portion of the game is like locked off now. I don't know how you would unlock it. Just by playing really well, I guess, maybe? Maybe you get to a certain score and it would unlock again? I don't know. Oh, see, now it's unlocked again. I want to go down because I want to play that pinball again. Okay, and you got Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man. One of the ghosts up top. And what's that on the top right? Like a timer maybe of some kind? Okay. I know if I hit the green ones up top there, the green on the top, on the right and left, that's kind of like a, not a lock ball, but... Oops. Ah, right down the middle. Right down the middle. Where's my ball save on this game, huh? Look how long it takes to transition from one side of the board to the other when you take the shortcut. That's kind of crazy. How was I to know they were both going to go up? I think I would have been killed by the other guy, but still. This is a really hard board, too. Oops, I meant to go up there. I feel like I'm doing as well as I can. Like this Pac-Man game plays very fast. Remember Energizer's play game. Huh. Monster AI arcade. Classic. Let's try classic. Do you think classic would make them dumber? Hence make them dumber, hence make this game a little easier. Alright, let's do the That was so unfair. I didn't get a chance to do anything. And you know what bugs me about this one? There's no power-ups. Like, what the hell? That's integral, I would say, to the Pac-Man experience. Like, where's my power pellets, man? Baby Pac-Man's too young for power pellets? Is that what you're saying? Also, I think it would have been cute if they'd put, like, a baby bow or the baby bonnet from the title screen onto this Pac-Man. I don't think I'm good enough to clear a board on this game. I got to be completely honest. It doesn't control great, moves too fast. Let's be done with baby Pac-Man. Okay, let's check out another game. This here. Oh my goodness. Hold on one sec. Let me see if I can get this up. I've never tried this yet, so hopefully this works. This is Super Pac-Man for the Atari 70. Atari, not the 2600. It's one of the Atari games. Look at this. This is crazy. I've never played this game before. Let's see if it works. Looks like it works. So this is a home version. Oh, look, I've opened up. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Cool. How long will I last is this big version? Not that long, I guess. And I guess I assume I can eat the ghosts like this, right? Dang it. Oh, a regular... What am I doing with this corn? Weird. Okay, so I can regularly eat ghosts. That's fine. Yikes. That's scary. Kind of cool though, right? Uh-oh. Yikes. Ah! Oh no! I'm trapped! What do I do? Oh. But this is the game where they introduce this, like, you actually become a giant Pac-Man. And you can, oh no. I was really hoping that would unlock the other door. I don't think this freezing is part of the, like, intended gameplay. Okay, I assume that I get this and I'll finish. No, I gotta get all the pellets too. Okay. Alright, cool. I've never played this before, but I want to see what happens when you become the giant Pac-Man. I assume when you become giant Pac-Man, you can eat the ghosts. I mean, I would be able to eat him anyway, like that, though, so I don't know if I like that. Oh, there we go. That was interesting. Huh. Oh, boo. Oh. Why didn't I didn't eat him. I just go right past him. That was interesting. Was I supposed to do that, or was that like a glitch, do you think? I gotta get more of these keys, man. Maybe I get the power pellet. Yup, that's right. Oh, no. See, here's my problem. Oh, if only I got that power pellet. Player one, game over. This is cool. I like this game. It's a little janky, but I feel like interesting. 1982 Namco Bandai. 1984 Atari. Oh, because this was on the Atari, right? Huh. Let's play again. What a fun, interesting idea. But I don't like that. I wish that if I'm Big Pac-Man, I should be able to eat, like, crush the ghosts. You know what I mean? That doesn't that make sense? Whoops. Did I think I pressed the wrong button. Oh, I see. Look at this. You can start at which level you want on this. No, I'm not trying to do that, you dum-dum. All right, let's start at the apple. Let's start at the apple. Okay, sorry, we're gonna try that one more time. You could like do a cool challenge where you're like, I'm just gonna try and unlock all the keys before I get the apples, but no, we're not. Oh yeah, because they're blue. Interesting. I don't like that I can't eat them when I'm big. I think I definitely should be able to. That would make a lot more sense to me. Alright, I think I got this now. Wait, there's still doors locked and I didn't get, I thought I got all the keys, obviously. Interesting. Huh. Stage 2, the banana stage. Classic banana stage. Okay. I guess that's the way to go. Huh. Interesting. Uh-oh. I mean, what was I gonna do there? What was I gonna do? Come on. We got this. Why am I back at stage 1? It's a little janky, but I would say this is a really fun game. I like this a lot. That's the thing. Pac-Man's fun. It's just fun. How long will it take for the ghost to kill me? There we go. Before we move on, let's quickly look at the cutscenes from Super Pac-Man. Again, as I was mentioning with Pac-Man Jr., there is a role for a character named Pac-Man Jr. in the Pac-Man cartoon show in season 2. There was also a role for a Super Pac-Man in season 2, but I'm pretty sure it's not like Pac-Man turns into Super Pac-Man. I think it's a different character named Super Pac-Man, like Superman or something. I don't know. Anyway, that is sort of aside from what happens in, you know, what's going on in Super Pac-Man, where you get the giant and all the fruit and everything like that. But I wonder if Super Pac-Man will inform the Pac-Man cartoon in that maybe we're going to be getting some fruit. Anyway, let's look at the cutscenes from Super Pac-Man. I think they're kind of cute here. So the ghosts are chasing Pac-Man, and then ba-ba-ba, he's really big, I guess. But now are the ghosts really big? I don't think that was in the game. I don't think that's in the game, is it? Maybe that's later in the game. Oh no, he's super, like mega super Pac-Man. But oddly, it was weird that you can't eat the ghosts as Super Pac-Man. Where did he go? Crushes them. Even in its own lore, it doesn't totally make sense here. Like 100 ghosts. And now it's like 4 ghosts being chased by 100 Pac-Man? I don't think that makes any sense. Okay. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, guys. Let's take a look at Junior Pac-Man. If I can get this working. Oh. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah. With Blinky. There's a lot of story in this one. This is an arcade, the arcade version. I have not tested this. I just did a search for Play Junior Pac-Man, and this is what came up. Inky. And Sue? No. It's not Sue. Who's our last ghost? It's Tim. It's Tim the ghost. What? That's pretty normal. There's nothing wrong with that. And we're getting the storyline again. The stork is coming with the baby. But in this case, he's got a little one of those propeller hats. It's Junior Pac-Man, not Baby Pac-Man. The thing about Junior Pac-Man that makes it interesting is that the screen was wider, so the maze was bigger on the width, and it would how do I play this game? It would scroll with you, I guess is the word I'm trying to say. Do the keys work on this game? Hold on. All right. So unfortunately, I could not get the arcade version of the game to work properly. This is oh my god, the Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man Jr. It's actually pretty playable, considering how terrible it looks. Gotta get that bicycle. Classic bicycle. Oh, that's right. There's only like 2 ghosts chasing me. I think that's why it's not quite as difficult as you would imagine. Oh, whoops. Unless I do something dumb like that. But I guess what makes this one harder is that it's a really big board, right? Gotta get the bike! Uh-oh. I already got these ones. What are you gonna do? I guess that's the concern, right? That you wouldn't know, because you can't see the whole board, so you don't know really what you've gotten and what you haven't gotten yet. Maybe? Woo! Okay. Do you think the Atari 2600 has cutscenes? Probably not. Alright, this is like, aggravating to play, so I don't think I'm gonna keep playing it too much longer. What is that? Classic stapler? Is that what he's after now? Is it a stapler? I don't think it is. Probably not. It is harder in that there's a heck of a lot of board to cover. I should be better. I should be better. All right. That's it for Junior Pac-Man. I can't play this anymore. But the arcade version is kind of cool looking. And it has, it has some interesting things to it. In fact, let's watch the cutscenes from Pac-Man Junior or Junior Pac-Man, the arcade version, of course, and then we can see if there's anything we can glean from that. Like I said, I don't expect any of the Junior Pac-Man storyline, as it is, to be involved in the cartoon, but you never know. Maybe it'll come in season 2 and be applied to Pac-Man's cousin, Junior Pac-Man, or Pac-Man Junior, or whatever, however they call him in the show. Okay, one sec. Let me get it up. All right, here we go. Here are the Junior Pac-Man cutscenes. Junior meets Yum Yum. Look at this. Look at the storyline. There's a little girl ghost. Whatever could be happening here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Miss Pac-Man grabs a pellet, scares them away. Rightly so, rightly so. I mean, they're ghosts, right? But maybe they're not all so bad. The gift. Junior Pac-Man goes out with a red balloon. What could be happening? Oh, look! He's meeting up with Yum Yum. Uh-oh. That mama ghost is watching from the bushes. That's creepy. So, I'm guessing this is kind of a star-crossed lovers kind of a thing, like Romeo and Juliet. But what will become of them? Who can say? Who can say? That's it. That's it. So I don't know what happens. Maybe if you play the game all the way till the end, they'll live happily ever after, or maybe not. But I'll be interested to see if there is a episode of Pac-Man in the cartoon where Junior Pac-Man or someone, maybe Baby Pac, has a illicit relationship, a torrid romance with a little ghost girl. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, that's it for my exploration of the Pac-Man games, some of the early arcade games. I'm going to circle back with in advance of our second Pac-Man cartoon episode with another gaming episode where we'll talk about some of the Pac-Man games that were influenced by the Pac-Man cartoon, one of which I have right here, the classic Pac-Man World 2. I know. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing great. I hope you're all having a great day, having fun, playing some video games. I'll leave a bunch of links down below, so check out what you'd like to, and we will catch you very soon with a reaction to a couple of episodes of the Pac-Man cartoon from 1983. See you soon.